What is it that truly brings happiness in life? Is it wealth, power, fame, or could it be something else entirely? Each of us, in our own way, embarks on a quest for happiness. This quest is as universal as it is timeless, spanning across cultures, eras, and individual lives. Some believe that happiness is found in the accumulation of wealth and material possessions. Others think that it lies in the attainment of power and influence, while others still believe that it's achieved through fame and recognition. Yet, there are those who argue that true happiness is not about what we acquire or achieve, but about how we live and perceive the world. Among these voices is a philosophy that harks back to the ancient Greeks, offering a different perspective on how to attain happiness. One intriguing philosophy that offers an answer is Epicureanism, a wisdom that emerged from the ancient world. Epicureanism was born from the mind of the ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus, who lived from 341 to 270 BCE. Epicurus was a product of his time, a period of great intellectual flux and uncertainty. The classical age of Athens had ended, and the great empires of Alexander the Great and his successors were beginning to crumble. This was an era of turmoil and change, a time when old certainties were being questioned, and new ideas were emerging. Epicurus was deeply influenced by this cultural and philosophical context. He sought to provide a philosophical answer to the fears and uncertainties of his time. His philosophy was a response to the existential questions that troubled the people of his era. Epicureanism was his solution, a philosophy that championed the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain, not through excess or luxury, but through simplicity, moderation, and the cultivation of friendships. Epicurus established his philosophy as a beacon for those seeking tranquility in a turbulent world. At the heart of Epicureanism is the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain. But before you start envisioning a life of decadent indulgence and hedonistic abandon, let's clarify that Epicureanism isn't about chasing every fleeting desire. Rather, it's a philosophy that champions a more nuanced understanding of pleasure. Epicureanism posits that pleasure is not found in excess, but in tranquility and contentment. This isn't the kind of pleasure you might derive from a sumptuous feast or a lavish vacation. It's the kind of pleasure that stems from a calm and composed state of mind, free from fear and anxiety. This mental peace, or ataraxia, is the ultimate goal of an Epicurean life. So how does one achieve this sought-after state of ataraxia? Epicureanism lays down a few guiding principles. One of these is the cultivation of friendships. Epicurus himself once said, "Of all the things which wisdom provides to make life entirely happy, much the greatest is the possession of friendship." For Epicureans, friends provide comfort, companionship, and a sense of belonging, all of which contribute to mental tranquility. Simplicity is another guiding principle. The Epicurean life is not about extravagant luxuries but about satisfying basic needs. It's about finding pleasure in the simple things and recognizing that less can indeed be more. Moderation is also key. Epicureanism warns against the pitfalls of overindulgence and excess, advocating instead for a balanced approach to life's pleasures and pains. It's about understanding that not all desires need to be fulfilled, and that some can lead to more pain than pleasure. Finally, the pursuit of knowledge is central to Epicureanism. Knowledge in this context is not just about intellectual pursuits, but also about understanding the nature of life, the universe, and everything in between. It's about gaining insights that can help one navigate life's complexities with grace and ease, ultimately leading to a state of ataraxia. In essence, Epicureanism teaches that true happiness is not found in excess, but in satisfying basic needs and cultivating a calm mind. Epicureanism, though ancient, continues to resonate today. This enduring philosophy, rooted in the teachings of the Greek philosopher Epicurus, has left a profound imprint on philosophical thought, shaping the ways we perceive pleasure, happiness, and the good life. The ripple effects of Epicureanism are seen in many philosophical schools that emerged later. For instance, utilitarianism, a popular ethical theory in the 19th century, echoes Epicurean principles by endorsing the idea that the greatest happiness for the greatest number should be the guiding principle of conduct. But Epicureanism's impact extends beyond the realm of philosophy, resonating deeply with the human condition in our modern world. In an era often marked by excess, anxiety, and the relentless pursuit of material wealth, Epicureanism offers a different path. It invites us to find pleasure in simplicity, to seek mental tranquility over physical indulgence and to value the richness of our relationships over the richness of our possessions. In a society where we are often pushed to want more, to do more, and to be more, Epicureanism gently nudges us towards moderation, reminding us that contentment often lies in satisfying our basic needs and not in the excess. It encourages us to make prudent decisions, to avoid unnecessary suffering, and to cultivate a sense of peace. Epicureanism, with its emphasis on mental tranquility and moderation, offers a timeless guide to happiness. So, what can we distill from the philosophy of Epicureanism? At its core, Epicureanism champions a refined understanding of pleasure, one that goes beyond mere sensual gratification. Instead, it emphasizes psychological contentment and mental tranquility. This philosophy does not advocate for reckless indulgence or luxury. Rather, it teaches that true pleasure is derived from satisfying basic needs and fostering friendships. A cornerstone of Epicureanism is the concept of ataraxia, or inner peace. This coveted state is achieved by liberating oneself from fear and anxiety. It is about experiencing life fully, but without the shackles of unnecessary worries or desires. Epicureanism also places great importance on prudence. It encourages us to make judicious choices, to avoid pain and suffering, and to steer clear of excessive desires. The Epicurean approach is not about denying oneself of pleasures, but about enjoying them in moderation. Furthermore, Epicureanism heralds the virtues of simplicity and the pursuit of knowledge. It encourages us to lead simple lives, unclouded by excessive material possessions or ambitions. It also values knowledge as a means to attain happiness. Through understanding, we can dispel fears and misconceptions and uncover the true essence of pleasure and satisfaction. In essence, Epicureanism is a call to step back, to reflect, and to reconsider our understanding of happiness. It asks us to value our mental peace over material possessions, our friendships over fame, and our contentment over constant craving. Perhaps, as Epicurus might suggest, the secret to happiness lies not in chasing after more, but in finding contentment with less.